Hey there, intellectuals. I want to take a moment to thank our incredible sponsor, NextStage AI. NextStage AI is transforming the way government contractors approach business development, capture management, and pipeline development activities. Whether you're a small startup or a seasoned prime contractor, NextStage AI is your central go to tool for streamlining your operations, optimizing proposal strategies, and enhancing competitive advantage. NextStage AI is a comprehensive CRM, pipeline, and BD tool designed to aid in the effective collaboration of the entire business development lifecycle, from your opportunity identification, qualification, capture, to proposal tracking. It empowers every organization to make faster and more informed bid decisions. With seamless integration into other GovCon platforms and websites like GovWin, SAM, GSA eBuy, Seaport NextGen, and the ability to easily digest and ingest your RFQ and RFP notifications and email requests, NextStage ensures that you stay ahead of the competitive GovCon landscape. But that's not all. NextStage AI's intuitive interface and dedicated support team ensure you get the most out of their cutting edge technology, making it accessible to all GovCons of all size. Make NextStage AI your strategic partner. Visit NextStage AI to learn more and see how they can elevate your business. Thank you, NextStage, for your unwavering support of Tan's 2 Cents. Now, let's get to today's episode. Welcome to another episode of Tan's 2 Cents podcast. Today's episode is titled Breaking Barriers, the multifaceted strengths of women in GovCon and Intel. We'll explore today the challenges and triumphs of women in these fields and focusing on their qualifications and their abilities. I'm your host, Tan Wilson, and today we have Brooke Eiser, an account executive with Affigent, LLC. Brooke has over 15 years of experience as a prime contract holder and integrator in the public sector, and she's dedicated to driving technological innovations within the government sector and has a robust background in IT solutions, including enterprise IT, audiovisual, and physical security. Brooke's career is marked by a commitment to supporting the mission throughout the cutting edge technology. Brooke, thanks for joining us here today and say hello to our listeners, intellectuals, and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much for having me today. I'm honored to be one of your guests. My name is Brooke Eiser. I am currently at Affigent. I cover SOCOM, DISA, the Army and Northeast. We're a value-added reseller, Alaskan small-owned company. And I'm also involved with Affigent or FC on the international level with Women's Outreach Leadership.
Yep, and that's actually where you and I had met.
Yes, I believe you came to one of our very
FCS. So many good things happened. To the what was it? The it was the virtual happy hour.
Yeah, you came to one of the very first ones, and I was like, you and I need to be friends because you're awesome.
And right back at you, sister. So today's conversation is going to be super interesting, and it's going to be wonderful for all the emerging leaders that are out there who are listening to us here today. But before we dive into our main discussion, Brooke, you and I are moms. We both have kids in sports, lacrosse in particular. Do you think being a sports mom of such demanding sports and demanding kids has kind of prepared you for your role in GovCon?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the sports world has changed so much from when I was playing to when my kids are playing, where they're just going from 5 and 6 years old to being in club sports, and now my daughter's going off to college in the fall. So you have to always be prepared, organized, ready for anything, rain, sun, all those things. So yeah, I definitely think it's a multitasking world in sports parent and also in GovCon.
So yeah, you're right. Having kids in sports and especially travel sports and stuff like that, it's very, very demanding. It requires you to have so many negotiation skills and patience, which I think is going to be a very good start to our conversation here today. So why don't we just jump straight right into it, because you and I are just two very direct women. We kind of cut to the chase. So in our first segment, we're going to talk about overcoming some stereotypes and biases that we have in our industry of GovCon, and I think just, in general. But
Yeah.
how important do you think the soft skills are, like communications and leaderships, in your role compared to technical expertise? And can you maybe give us some examples of how your soft skills have complemented your technical capabilities? Because it's not either or, it's kind of a combination and a balance between the two.
Yeah, absolutely. There has to be a balance. And I always like to be as technical as possible. The better, the more I know, the better I can sell, the better I can support my customer's mission. And also, you present better when you're at the table. But also
Mhm.
using those communication skills with your customer, with your team. If you don't have good communication skills, then the end result is completely lost. And I think as women, we are better listeners. So I think that makes us better at our in our companies and our jobs to just really listen to whatever the customer's need is, whatever your partner's need is, your team's need, to just listen instead of trying to always be the one that always talks or always has the last thing to say. Like I know there's a lot of people out there that always want to get that last word in.